Hey everyone, it's Miss Billman. I hope you are locked and loaded for an 18-minute long video. Now, in this 18-minute long video, I'm going to be talking about something called My Favorite No, or you may have seen it called My Favorite Mistake. This will be specific to fractions, both multiplication and division. Now, we're going to be talking about learning from a mistake. We talk about this in class, but I also think it's important to know that this is a skill that should be celebrated, learning from a mistake, not just seeing it as a, oh my gosh, I never want to show anyone, I can't believe I did this, the one time I messed up, I'm never going to do this again. That's not what we want to happen. We want students to be resilient, so they persevere even when the going gets tough. Remember, the tough get going, and math is not something you can outrun, but you definitely can say, hey, I stumbled this time, but I'm going to learn from what I did and, go the distance the next time we try this. So remember our dear friend Puzzled Penguin? Well, they ask a lot of questions, and we talk about them in class, and they ask a lot about, am I right? What did I do wrong? Now, those questions are amazing to practice giving feedback to another person and critiquing the work of others. So not just saying, well, you're wrong because, well, the book says you're wrong, so you're wrong. No, it's saying you're wrong because of this. Now, Puzzle Penguin, they don't just guess on these things, but they have a reason why they made a mistake. So we can learn a lot from what they do. There's still good math within a mistake or a favorite no, but we want to fix it before we get to the final test. So we're trying to fix it along the way. It's not something where we're going to say, hey, it's okay to make these mistakes. Let's just keep making them. I'm not really going to fix it. It's okay to make them. And in fact, there are things that we can learn a lot from, because I bet you're not the only person sitting in that classroom, wherever you're watching this video at, that's ever done it before. And believe me, I can tell you I have made a lot of mistakes, but it's a great way to learn. So let's channel our inner Puzzle Penguin and be willing to be a puzzled penguin. So never forget, it's okay to make mistakes along the way, as long as we're learning from them and not letting them get us down. So we're going to be looking at 6 different problems. So 6/7 multiplied by 2/5. On the left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to put my favorite no or my favorite mistake. Either way, you can call it both ways. They're both going to be talking about the same thing. So my favorite mistake, and on the right hand side it's going to be let's fix it. So you see, Miss Billman, oh my gosh, why would you put an apostrophe between the E and the T? You know what? Again, learning from my mistakes. So 6/7 multiplied by 2/5. Now this is something I definitely has seen. I'm not kidding. It's this, I know the butterfly thing, it's a trick. But then you never really know what to do with it. So I'm going to circle it because now it looks like a butterfly. Woohoo, look at it, it has wings. And I'm going to multiply 6 by 5 and 7 by 5. And I don't really know why the 6 and the 5 are going to be my numerator, but you know what? Why not? And the 2 and the 7, that equals 14. That's my denominator. Again, I don't know why, but it is. And I'm going to get 35 over 14, which I can simplify if I divide my 35 by 14. So if I keep subtracting and going along with my division, I'm going to get 2 and 7/14, which is also 2 and 1/2. Wow. I know, right? Wow. So let's look at how we can fix it. Now, tricks are cool. Magicians do them. And in fact, I love magic. But when we're talking math, we're talking strategies. And we want to see strategies that can, help us in any math that we get to. So when I have these fractions, I'm going to multiply straight across. The cool part about them is I'm not looking for a common denominator. I don't need a cool trick. I just need to multiply straight across, right? So I'm asking, if I have 6/7 and I multiply that 2/5 times, how much will I have? So 6 over 7 multiplied by 2 over 5 is 12/35. Wow. That is a huge difference between the 2 and 1/2. That's crazy. Okay, next one. 9/10 multiplied by 3/5. Now, on the left-hand side, I'm going to have my favesies mistakes. Again, it could have been my favesies, no, but I like a good old breeze. On the right-hand side, it'll be some real math. Now, I'm always going to set this up 9/10 multiplied by 3/5. Now, if I'm channeling a no or a mistake that I've seen in the classes that I've been in, it always starts with a like, what's the easiest way to do this? I've heard keep, change, flip before. Now, I've heard it and I know it's a trick, so I'm just gonna kind of go with it. So I have 9/10 and I'm gonna divide it by 5/3 because I'm keeping and I'm changing and I'm flipping. So I'm going to, what? Oh man, this looks hard. This seems a lot harder than it should be. 9 divided by 5 and 10 divided by 3? This seems way more difficult. But I guess if I'm still doing keep, change, flip, okay, well, 5 goes into 9, 1 4/5 times, so that's my numerator. Oh my gosh, why do I have a fraction as a numerator? Oh man, okay. So 10 divided by 3, that's 3 1/3. Holy cow, you guys. 1 4/5 over 3 1/3. That definitely deserves this emoji. Yikes. Okay, well, let's look at the real math. 9/10 multiplied by 3/5. I'm going to treat this just like I did last time, and I'm going to multiply straight across. Now, this is what happens when you hear things like, oh, here's a culture, keep, change, flip, which is not a bad thing. I'm definitely not saying that's a bad thing. But I need to know exactly what a strategy like that goes with. I have to know, or I'm going to be making some mistakes just like this one. So I multiply straight across. I get an answer of 27/50. That seems far more reasonable and deserves sunnies versus that 1 4/5 over 3 1/3. Eek. Okay, division. So when I'm dividing, I'm going to have my left side, it's going to be the nope, and the 6/10, or the right side is going to be the sure yes. So when I'm dividing it, I know I've heard myself, Ms. Billman, say, keep it, change it, rearrange it, or anything like that. That's fine. But I need to remember what everything goes with. I can get caught up in a lot of different strategies, and that's really when I'm not my most powerful mathematician on a mission. So I'm going to rewrite the problem, and it's going to be 1/2 divided by 6/10, and I know I need to flip something, but I don't really know why. It's probably the first one. 2/1, and I'm going to divide by 6/10. You know what? I'm going to actually find the reciprocal. 10/6, so 2/1 divided by 10. You know what? I bet the middle, I'm going to change it to multiplication. So now it becomes 2 multiplied by 10/1 multiplied by 6, which is equal to 20/6, which is, when I divide this out, it ends up being 3 2/6, which is 3 1/3. Okay, well, that seems reasonable. That seems like a definite normal number, right? Well, 1/2 divided by 6/10. That's asking how many 6/10 are within 1/2. So my first step, always my first step, and I'm going to write each step down. I'm going to find the reciprocal, or I'm going to flip my second fraction. When I find the reciprocal, that's when the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. I'm doing this to the second fraction only because when I find the reciprocal, it's the same thing when I multiply as if I were to try and divide. It's the same thing. So number 2, we need to change to the inverse operation. So I need to use the inverse operation. So the inverse operation is the opposite operation. The opposite of division is multiplication. So 1/2 multiplied by 10 over 6. And of course, my next step is I'm going to multiply straight across. My answer will be 10 over 12, because 1 multiplied by 10, 2 multiplied by 6 is equal to 10 over 12, which I can simplify to 5/6. Notice each time on the right hand side, I'm writing every single step. I'm not getting rushed. I'm not on a timer. You might be thinking, wow, this video is really long. She should be on a timer. But this video is really thorough too. So on the left hand side, I'm going to have my favorite, oh no. Not even like an O, but a oh no. And you've probably had that time. I've had times like that too. But I learn from my mistakes. So let's rewrite it. 4/5 divided by 2/3. This is my favorite. No. You know what? Dozzies, I don't even need paper. Or in this case, I don't even need an iPad. I don't even need it. I got it. It's called #mental math. And no one can stop me, because I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but like, I know all my math facts. So I don't need to write any of my steps down. I got this. This isn't even that confusing. So 4/5 divided by 2/3. So I'm gonna keep it, change it, multiply, and then I'm gonna do 4/5 multiply by 2/3, because I find the inverse and I use the inverse operation and I do multiply across and I get 8/15. Boom! Mic drop. 8/15. Oh no. That's again a favorite. Oh no. So let's check our answer. 4/5 divided by 2/3. Step 1. I'm going to find the reciprocal. And you'll notice I'm going back and forth through a lot of colors, like this blue and this yellow, but it's because I want to see my thinking. So I rewrite it. 4/5 divided by 3/2. I'm going to circle that inverse operation, because now I'm going to rewrite it to 4/5 multiplied by 3/2. And I multiply straight across. I get an answer of 12/10, which is equal to 1 2/10, or 1 1/5. Either way, that's a different answer from this 8/15. And in the 8/15, I was missing a step. I did not find the inverse. I mean, that's a huge difference, an absolute huge difference. That's why it's important to write down each step. So, mental math, although sometimes it's necessary, in this case, I wasn't able to attend to precision. Let's look at something with a mixed number. Now, this mixed number is going to be 3 2/3, and I'm going to multiply 2 1/4. And mixed numbers can sometimes be intimidating, and I've noticed in the past, and you know, sometimes now when I work with students from even different classrooms, the first thing to do is to think, wow, what's the easiest way to do that? And sadly, that's not going to be the best way. So if I'm looking for the easiest way, I'm going to go boom, I'm going to multiply these. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, and I'm going to multiply the fractions, and 2/3 multiplied by 1/4 is 2/12. So final answer is 6 2/12, which is also 6 1/6. So, you know, easy way. I wanted something straightforward. I wanted something where I probably don't have to work that hard. But let's take another look at this with our clear set of eyes. So 3 2/3, I'm going to multiply that by 2 1/4. In this case, I'm going to be turning that mixed number into an improper fraction. I multiply the 3 and 3, and then I add 2, I get 11, and it's 11/3, multiplied by 4 multiplied by 2, which is 8 plus 1 is 9/4. I multiply straight across, I get 99/12. Alright, I mean, this could be 6 1/6, but I guess we'll have to see. I'm going to divide 99 by 12. And the first thing I'm guessing is, well, maybe it's close to the 6. Maybe that 6 1/6 isn't that far away. I'm going to try 7. But now I'm starting to realize that I could have added another 12 on there and still been under that 99 as my limit. So I'm going to get my handy dandy eraser. I'm going to try it with an 8. So 12 multiplied by 8 is equal to 96. 99 minus 96 is 3. So my whole number is 8. My remainder is my numerator, and my 12 is my denominator. So I have 8 and 1/4. That is a huge difference between 6 and 1/6. And that's strictly due to easy way versus wow. If I paid attention to every single step and attend to precision, I'm going to notice a big difference in the product that I get at the end. And it pays off because you're correct. Wow, it's crazy. And these are things that I did too when I started doing math. I know it's hard to believe, but I haven't always been right. I know, but I wear it with a badge of honor. So, 2 1/3 divided by 3/5. Again, left hand side is going to be a nope, and the right hand side is going to be a heck yeah, you should keep doing that. So a nope and a yep, or last year I said a lot of yerp. So, my favorite no. If I had this, I'm going to have my 3, my 2, and my 1. I'm going to add the 3 and 2 together and multiply by 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, multiplied by 1 is 5. So 5/3 divided by 3/5. Now I know I've heard keep it, change it, rearrange it. So 5/3 multiplied by 5/3 is equal to 25/9. 25/9 in a mixed number is equal to 2 and 7/9. So 2 and 7/9. Alright. Did anyone catch what happened? Yeah, so going from that mixed number to an improper fraction, I accidentally added my whole number in my denominator instead of multiplying it. So it should actually be 7/3 divided by 3/5. I'm going to go through each step again and say, okay, first thing I need to do, get to the reciprocal. 7/3 divided by 5/3. Next step, I need to use the inverse operation. Division now becomes multiplication. 7/3 multiplied by 5/3. Final step, multiply straight across, so 35/9. Now I'm going to divide to get to a mixed number. 9 goes in the 35. 3 times, because it equals 27. I'm going to subtract. And I have 8. And I have 3 and 8/9 as my final answer. Wow. I mean, that's a really big difference just from missing one simple computational error. When you attend to precision, you are unstoppable. But don't be afraid to make those mistakes or make those no's, because you can learn a lot from it. Thank you so much for joining me, and always thank you for following my page. I appreciate it. Have a great day.